Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. This is the April monthly tarot reading for the air sign of Gemini. Let's get right into it. We're going to cut your deck and pull out your cards. All right, guys, let's go. Straight out, Eight of Cups, a loss, and clarity. Above, below, before, and after. All right, Page of Wands, Temperance energy, Justice, and the Five of Pentacles. We're going to pull a lot more cards and get clarifiers, but let's just jump right in to your main energy this month. Walking away, Gemini. You're leaving someone, and it's a glorious day. I mean, the sun is coming out for you. You know, it's like, wow, finally, I'm done. This is a feeling of relief. This is a breakup that feels like it's been a long time coming. You've been tempering yourself. You've been biding your time. You've been remaining focused. And I'm going to say this is such a feeling of freedom for you. Finally separating yourself from a relationship or a connection that has been quite unhappy and you've just been miserable in this connection, right? And this walking away presents with it no pain whatsoever. Some of you are actually moving. Some of you are going to be moving away. You're changing locations. You might be moving to another city or state or country. But you're moving, and you're moving for money as well. You're going to be making money. Listen, this is a Gemini. This is a reading for a Gemini that has been really unhappy in a relationship for quite some time. And all of a sudden now, you've finally taken, you may have been slowly pulling yourself away emotionally, slowly kind of breaking up in your head, but this final push is the actual sort of physical moving away. And all of a sudden what comes with it is an ability to make some money. You've been really dealing with a lot of worries about finances as a result of this split. Right? It can be that, you know, some of you are married, or you're getting to, you know, this is a marriage that you're breaking up, or a long-term relationship that, you know, ultimately your finances are all entwined, and leaving them is going to be a little bit difficult for you. Four of Wands. Wow. They hurt. Let me tell you. All right. So, yeah, you're leaving and you're good with it because they definitely betrayed you. They betrayed you. They may have cheated on you. They definitely broke a bond. This, for some of you Geminis, this is absolutely a divorce. Okay? Or a breakup of a connection, a long-term committed connection. Definitely with justice on the table. Some of you are going to divorce court or mediation court, and you're figuring out like, hey, you know, who gets what and all of this. But guess what? I'm leaving. And you are so happy about it. So happy about it. Yes, it worries about finances for sure, because you're coming out of this a little bit at a detriment financially, right? You've been used to sort of splitting the bills. But nevertheless, this is fine, because also I think that along with this split comes a little bit of financial sort of autonomy for you. You're able to sort of take care of your own money again. You've had to really be courageous, okay? This has really taken a lot for you to accomplish, Gemini. This break, this moving away, it was a lot for you. You had to really exercise a lot of strength. And you had to really bide your time as well. I feel like for some of you, you're getting away from somebody who's very sort of manipulative and narcissistic. And had they known that you had intended to split, divorce, they would have made it even more difficult than it is right now for you. I do feel like some of you are leaving, you know, in the cover of night sort of thing, right? It feels kind of like that. All right. Listen, if you're in if you're in a really, really bad relationship, you need help, you know, get it. Okay. But I feel like I don't want to go that severe with it, but I do feel like you had to be very careful about how you did this. Let me go to my clarifying deck. First of all, let me pull out your final energy. Page of Swords and Magician. Strong final energy. We're going to get to that. That is your forward-looking energy. Let's go into some more clarifiers. You really had to strategize leaving this person because of how manipulative they are. Okay. They weren't going to necessarily let you go very easily or without any sort of trouble. They would have pulled finances sooner if they had a chance. I think for some of you, the person you were with was really the breadwinner. You know, they present also with King of Pentacles energy. You know, the person you were with was the one who was really in control of a lot of the finances, but that also makes me feel like that was a way for them to control you, which is another reason why you're leaving. Eight of Wands and Princess of Swords. Yeah, so you really had to get some confidence. They like to throw a lot of drama in the mix, shade, you know, give you a hard time. Very, very, very difficult person. I want to say probably quite emotionally abusive, you know, this person was. And so you had to be very clever. You know, you had to be very clever. You had to sort of take your time and plan this out. And now this month of April, you're accomplishing it. Emperor energy, Two of Pentacles showing up. Not a surprise. Some of you may have had to go get an extra job on the slide to save money. This is a real feeling of you kind of like leaving somebody without them even really knowing it, right? Even really knowing what you were up to because you had to do it that way. Wow. All right. So you have Fool energy, Ace of Wands in the World coming in with really strong sort of, yeah, you nothing was going to slow you down. You were absolutely prepared to take a leap, you know. You trusted yourself, but you knew you could do it. You know, the push was there and you felt like the time was right. All three of those energies are there. The time was absolutely right for you to make your move. Very interesting reading. Some of you are absolutely Gemini in court with this person now. Getting your money, getting your alimony, palimony, child support, whatever the case may be. Or even if there isn't any connection between the two of you with children or things like that, you're going to court to disentangle yourself from them. Wow. And there's the money aspect again. Five of Pentacles showed up here and it's showing up again over that Justice. Some of you are definitely going to come out poorer for this. But you don't care. You're like, okay, fine. You know, if disentangling our finances and my life from your life means that I'm broke for a little while, I'll be broke. You know, I'll be broke. I'll be broke because guess what? The sun is there to remind you that you'll be on top again, right? You will absolutely be on top of again. And as I say, some of you, yeah, you're going to be taking extra jobs to sort of restabilize yourself. But the Emperor comes in for you here because Gemini, one of the big things about this move from this person is that you're going to be able to be in charge of yourself again. Like charge of yourself, charge of your money, charge of your life. This person was very domineering. Two of Wands and Wheel of Fortune comes in. A lot of good luck coming in for you this month as well, Gemini. Lot of good luck. This person was, yes, they were very domineering. They were the type of person that really threw a lot of drama in the mix to keep you hopping, to keep you jumping. I think in the beginning you were really in love, you know? I mean, but come on. Look at this. Jesus. You know, like from love to pure betrayal, like heartbroken, stabbed in the heart. Like really, they really, really screwed up here. And over the years, listen, sometimes the betrayal isn't just third-party energy. You know, I like to remind my viewers, you know, the Three of Swords, it's a betrayal. I think in this case, it was more that they promised you a certain kind of life. They promised they will be a certain kind of partner. They promise to sort of love you. Listen, it's this kind of betrayal. When you get married, you know, you say, I promise to love them and sickness and health and all of that, right? You promise to love and take care of somebody. And then they don't. Then they don't take care of you. Then they don't take care of you when you're sick. They don't uplift you when you're in good health. they don't love you. They don't act like they love you. That's the betrayal in this relationship here. That's what I feel, Gemini. You got hooked up and got connected with somebody who ultimately at the end was very cold to you and didn't give you what they promised. They weren't the partner that they promised. And on top of it, they doubled down and were very manipulative and controlling. It's no wonder that you leaving this person presents with such radiant sun energy. You walking away is such a joy because there's nothing here to keep you. There was nothing at all to keep you. This connection was really so bad for you and so disheartening and sort of, it was such a burden to be in that you don't miss any section of it. There's not one thing about this connection that you miss. Now let's carry on to your future energies. Page of Swords, Magician energy. So you come out of this very, very clear. You know what you're doing. I think for a long time, again, this manipulation that the person put you through, had you not trusting yourself, had you thinking that you couldn't figure things out or that, it just weighed on your confidence and your self-esteem. But that's increasing now. And that you can trust your gut. You can trust, the things that you think of in terms of your solutions and what you're doing. You can trust your course of action. It's right. And a magician comes in as well because you begin to really feel in control again. You begin to feel like that talented, sort of talented, in control, calm, focused individual that you wanted to be, but that you somehow lost yourself with this person. 9 of Cups comes in. Bliss and happiness comes in. One more card. And a King of Swords. So somebody else comes in for you who sees you, and they bring some bliss and some happiness. Let's see if I can move these over just a little bit. So many cards. And I'm going to pull an animal spirit and an oracle too. But somebody comes in for you, brings you some happiness, some joy, some bliss. Okay? On the back of this. Yes, it's going to be difficult. But the worst difficulty here, the biggest work here, was you just strategizing and figuring out how to get away. How to get away from them without causing too much, allowing them to cause too much damage to you or to your life or to your money. Because again, the person that you were dealing with is that person. They're that person. Okay. Let's get your animal spirit out. This is an intense read. This month is all about you moving. Some of you, as I say, you're definitely going to be moving away. You may be moving really far away to get away from this person. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. And it feels like the groundwork was laid a few months ago. Now, before I pull my animal spirit, actually, that Wheel of Fortune and 2 of Wands, there's definitely an event that comes in this month for you, Gemini. There's some good fortune that comes in that really helps you make this move over here. I believe it may be something to do with work or your job, but there's some really nice opportunity that comes in for you that really allows you to sort of put your plans in motion. Your animal spirit. Turtle spirit. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Carrying on, carrying on. I think you've done that. You were here in this situation. You've been slow. You've been temperate. You've been steady. You've really thought this through in terms of how you're going to move away and get your life. It can't be underestimated how controlling some people can be. You can be in a relationship with someone that never lays a hand on you, but the way they control you and control your life is suffocating, right? And when you're under that kind of pressure for an extended amount of time, you get like almost like a PTSD, right? You get a PTSD where, you find yourself unable to concentrate, unable to think. You don't, you're not in touch with your feelings or your emotions because a lot of that has been hijacked and manipulated by the person you're with. And so for you, Gemini, to have remained so clear and so focused, you really kept your eye on the ball here because I think you kind of woke up to what life with this person was like. It started off beautiful and in love, but it turned into something else. And you were very present about that and honest about that. And I think that really allowed you to stop being manipulated by them and sort of puppeted by them and start to sort of like really not even listen to them or pay much attention to them and keep your eye focused on your goal, which was to get enough money to get away from them or to get yourself set up in such a way so that when you did leave, any sort of legal repercussions were going to be more minor than if they had known you were leaving. They would have really put the ringer on you, right? Dealing with a very narcissistic, selfish individual here. And it took all of that for you to sort of, I want to say, get away and get your life back. That's what it took. It took all of that. And this month, this April, this is the month. If you're resonating with this reading, please claim it in the comments. This is a tough one. But this month is the month where the sun comes in for you because you make that final move. Some of you are getting on a plane, a boat, in a car, walking, whatever you got to do, you're doing it. Spirit of skulls, spirit of the wind, yes, and feminine spirit. Let's talk about it. Spirit of the skulls, melancholy, illness, depression. I think that's what you were under when you were fully entrenched in this relationship. And the desire to get away from that is so strong that there was no way you were going to stick around. Spirit of the wind, activity, movement, disruption. This is also you. Just as you're embodying that turtle spirit of like just steady, hard work. Steady, maybe slow, but steady, hard work to accomplish something. There was movement. There was constant movement and activity. So that you could get this accomplished. Feminine spirit, receptive, intuitive, nurturing. This is what needs to come in for you now because you're going to need a lot of nurturing after this. But good on you, Gemini. Listen, this is definitely a reading for a Gemini who has really focused and been in the moment of their relationship and in their lives to realize they're unhappy. They may be manipulated, maybe dealing with a narcissist, maybe going through emotional abuse, and really took that moment and to turn things around. You're turning around the state of play, right? And ultimately have set yourself on a path of finally breaking up and breaking away and coming back out into the sunshine. I think the sun didn't shine for you for quite a long time, Gemini. And your future energy is so strong. Clarity and the Magician. You begin, all of your confidence comes back very soon. All right? All of your confidence comes back. All of your sort of, yeah, I know what I'm doing. The confidence in knowing what you're doing and knowing that, you can't be gaslit anymore. I think that sometimes psychological emotional abuse can be some of the worst because it really lingers. These things linger, these thoughts we have about ourselves that people try to get us to believe. And that in the short term, yeah, you believe because of the constant drip, drip, water torture effect of it, When you're with somebody who can constantly just doom, 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 hammers it, it's very, very difficult to not let that in, especially if you care about that person, you're in a relationship. The only way to not let that in is to get away from them, which is exactly what you're doing. I want to commend you for this, Gemini. This was a hard move. If you're resonating with this, if you like this reading, if this is giving you something to think about, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I really, really appreciate that. All of that really helps my videos get out there, get pushed out there, and it helps me continue to give you this content. But right now, Gemini, what a wonderful month for you. This has been difficult, but thank God. And I know you feel good about it because, as I say, that sun energy is burning it up. I feel it. And you should too. You should be proud of what you've done. And oftentimes it can take this much work to disentangle and get away from somebody who's just been sucking you dry in so many ways. All right, Gemini, thank you so much. Gemini Cross Watchers, thank you so much for joining me. This is Bow and Arrow Tarot. This has been your April monthly tarot outlook. Please do come back to my channel next month for the May monthly outlook, which the monthly outlooks will be released the last couple days of the month for the following month every month. All right, guys, but for right now, thank you so much. I wish you life, love, and happiness, and I hope to see you guys at your next reading. Bye-bye now.